Okay, so we just do this little seated one. It's going to be a minute on and 30 seconds off. You'll need your little hand weights and a resistance band, or you could use a towel or a dressing gown cord or something that you can sort of get around the end of your foot to be able to lift your leg. So I shall just pop some music on and we'll do a little bit to warm up to start with.
Your training begins in.
So what we want to do to start with, just rotate the hands, so circle the hands. I'm going to do a little bit with the hand weights. Okay, now lift up the right foot, give that a little bit of a circle. Back the other way. So you can't see my foot, just giving it a little circle back. And switch. Keep the hands going, so you just want to circle round one way.
Halfway there.
And switch back. So the hands are going, they've gone both ways twice. And the foot, just the same way. Now lift and lower with the shoulders, just lift and lower. So we want to sit nice and tall in the chair, lift and lower. Then bring the hands in together, rotation round and back.
3,
and the other way.
1.
And back. Just give the arms a stretch up and down, just a little reach forwards. Now we're just going to start with, just give the shoulders a little bit of a roll. We're just going to start with the 100 pulse. So if you want to, you can sit on the edge of the chair.
Get
So
ready.
you sit back a little bit just to get the abdominals engaged. Bring the arms out to the side as you would with the 100.
1.
And pulse. So you have got a little extra option here. Apart from that little tilt back, you can lift one foot. So I'm just going to lift one leg for the first half. If you're able to lift the other leg, we'll switch at halfway. Keep the arms pumping. Lift the chin. And of course you can always sit forward and just do the pulsing in a normal upright position. But if you want to get those core muscles engaged,
Halfway
tilt
there.
back, switch side with the legs. That's just giving you an extra little bit of work with the leg lifted. You can stay with both feet down to the floor, so it's entirely up to you. You've got those options.
Four,
3, 2, 1. Now the next one is going to be, I say simple, it's going to be sit to stand. Now you might need to use your hands if you're working with an injured foot, so you would be going up and back down on your good leg. If you're able to do it, if you've got
get ready.
just using this as a seated workout, you can do half on the left leg, half on the right.
4,
Don't use your hands.
3, 2.
So if you're doing, I'm going to go up and down, up and down. So remember, if you're working with an injured leg, you might want to use that little bit of assistance because you don't want to topple over. So you're still going to get that work. It looks easy.
Halfway there.
So I'm going to switch to the other side now. Let's see if this leg is just as strong. The chair's just moved. Not as strong. So remember, you can use that assistance coming up and back down. Okay, so actually you've got your heart rate up, a bit warm. Now we're going to use the little hand weights, and we're just going to do a simple sitting up nice and tall, bicep curl, the first 30 seconds. Then we're just going to tweak the hand movement and go into a hammer curl. So you're still going to keep the elbows in, tucked in, nice and close.
3,
Feet are down on the floor, or foot. What you're looking at here is keeping the elbows tucked in, nice and close. Lift the chin, nice and tall. Lovely. So squeeze the tummy in. Push the butt into the mat, into the chair. Keep this going. Getting ready to change.
halfway there.
So turn the palms in and we're going into hammer curls. Still keeping the elbows in nice and close. You see a little bit of a gap then. Lovely. Keep it nice and slow so you don't need to let the hands just fall down. Keeping that resistance there.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, just pop the weights back down. I'm going to move forward slightly. So we're going to do an open and close and a rotation. So we're going to work with the arms out for the full minute. So we start with the arms out, lift the chin, relax the shoulders. We're going to bring the hands in and match, and then do a rotation one way, then match again and rotate the other way.
3,
Okay,
2,
nice and tall. So in and out rotation. Keep the bottom fixed into the floor, into the chair. Match the hands together and open. Rotation round. Go again. In, open, rotation, back, in.
halfway there.
Keep the shoulders down, lift the chin. Bottom pushed into the chair. too close to the door. In, rotate the other way. In, rotation, and back.
4,
3, 2, 1. Lovely. Bring the arms down. Now grab your weights again. So we're just going to keep the weights in the hand. And we're going to do a roll forward. So you're going to take the hands down towards the feet, keeping your bottom pushed back into the chair so that you don't tip out. And then you're coming up to here, overhead raise, back down, and then that roll forward again. Ready? So we're rolling down first. So roll down like you would if you were doing a roll down to the floor. Lift up. Bring them down nice and slowly. Rolling down, so you're rolling the chin down towards the knees, and the hands all the way down to the floor, then up above the head. Bring it down, drop the chin, roll forwards. Get that real stretch and length through the spine. Come back up. Keep your feet planted on the floor.
halfway there.
Chin to chest, roll down. Lovely, keep it going.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Lovely. Okay. So you're going to pop the weights down again. Well, you could keep the weights in your hand if you want for this one. Now we're going for an alternate march with the legs. Now, obviously, if you've only got one
Get ready.
injured leg that can't move at all, then we'll just be doing it with a single leg.
4,
So you can keep the hands in, and we're going to try and add in a little lift, lengthen, lift, back in. Lift, lengthen, lift, back in. Now you can bring the arms in as well if you want to. So you can do singles or just keep that going with one leg. it would depend how much movement you've got in that injured leg. You might be able to just do like a little ankle rotation. So you could lift your good leg and then squeeze your toes on the injured leg. So whatever suits you. Lift, down, Three, two, one. I'm going to keep hold of the weights. So we want to go into, push the bottom back into the chair, and we're going just into a lateral reach so that you get this stretch up the opposite side. So we're going to do alternate with your weights.
4, 3.
So you want to raise the elbow on one side and stretch down the other side. So really aim for that pull up through that rib cage, up through that side waist, bringing that top arm up, back down, but reaching down with the other arm.
Halfway there.
Just keep going with this. So reach and lift. Reach. Keep it going. Lovely. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now we're going to stay with our weights. We want to make sure that your feet are planted. Bottom is pushed back into the chair. So you've got this support here. This one we're going to go up in front and then out to the side. So front raise alternate, front raise, lateral raise alternate. Try and keep the arms as straight as you can, so only go as high as you can manage. So if your arms start to waver, just don't go as high. So it might be that you just come up so far and out so far rather than letting the arms buckle. So push the feet into the floor, squeeze the abdominals in, lift the chin. Ooh, starting to feel that.
Halfway there.
Okay, now we're going to move on to an oblique rollback. So if it's possible for you to come forward onto the front of the chair so that you're able to roll back slightly, so you just get a little tilt back and take one arm back and then the other side, just enough for you to feel a little bit of work through the obliques. So don't come too far, it's a bit wonky. Okay, so back and up. You could, if you wanted, on that good leg, lift as you roll back. Just adding in an extra little bit.
Halfway there.
Nearly there. Getting that tilt back.
4,
3, 2, 1. So put the band down and grab, not the band, the weights down and grab a band. So on this one, now I'm going to do half on the left and half on the right. It might be that you can do as much as you can on your good leg. You might have some sort of alternative physio exercise that you can do on your injured leg. But
4,
I'm going to start with the left leg, and we're going to lift, bring it in, lengthen out and lower. Okay, so we got that. Lift, in, push away and lower. Lift, bring it in, push away. Keep that tension on the band. Lift, bend, push away, lower. Lift. So you've got the assistance on the lift, but then you've got the resistance. And I'm just going to switch sides. Lift, in, push away, lower. Lift, bring it in, push against the band and lower. Lift, in, push, lower. Push, lower. Try and keep upright with the upper body. 1, lovely. Okay, now we're going to use, we'll go back onto the upper body. So take the band, you want to get a little bit of resistance. You could, if you want, hold it like this, keep it nice and tight. Then we're going up above the head, and then once we're up there, we're going to move over into a lateral bend.
4, 3,
so feet down flat on the floor. Lift, keep the resistance, lateral bend and up. Bring it back down. So you always want to keep that tension. Lift, other side. I've got a beam to my left. Lift and cross and back up. Bring it back down. Try not to let the shoulders come right up towards the ears. So keeping that stability on the shoulder girdle. Bring it back down. So you notice when I lift up, I try and keep the shoulders down. Lateral bend across, back up and down. So I'm not letting them go right up like this. So you just want to sort of feel that through the torso. Keep the chin lifted. Come up and across, and back up,
3,
and down.
1.
Okay, we're going back onto the legs, and I'm going to do everything on the right leg here. Use your good leg for this, but we are going to be using 30 seconds one way and 30 seconds the other way. So it's all on one leg.
Get ready.
So I'm just going to put the band around the bottom of the foot, hold on with both hands, and we're circling. Lovely. So it might be, so I am going to do both legs so that we've got some movement in them. If your injured leg you really can't do anything with, you could maybe wiggle your toes, or do, if you could use the band to do some sort of assistance work, go back the other way. So for the purpose of this, I'm just going to do circling on both legs. But it might be that you could use the band for some assistance on the injured leg. So here we're just trying to get this little bit of movement in the hip joint. It's the whole leg that's moving, but the band assists you on that movement. So I'm going to switch over. So if you're able to do any sort of exercise on the injured leg, you would just take that time, even if it's something completely different, just wiggling the toes or straightening and bending, if you've been given a physio exercise to do, or if you really can't do anything with that particular leg, just have a break for a minute.
3, 2,
and I'm going to do the other one. It's a circle. My chair's spinning now. Lovely, just keep that going. You want this movement to go right the way up into the hip joint, so it's the whole leg that's moving. So you'll feel it in the tummy as well. And the arms, obviously, holding onto the band.
halfway there.
And change direction. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Okay, so the band can go down onto the floor. This next one we're doing without weights or bands. You need to get hold of the chair. Now, for the purpose of this, I'm just going to put weight on one leg.
Get ready.
So your injured leg can be resting or hanging.
3,
You're going to put the weight down
1.
and we're going to lift and lower. Just nice and slowly. This is core. Lift and lower. So obviously, if you can work with both feet down on the floor, that's fine. You're coming up and lower. So you really want to squeeze the abdominals in, push down onto the chair, lift and lower. Now, if you can do it with one leg lifted, that's going to add in a little bit more. So I'm going to do half. I'm going to swap now. Lift the other leg. Lift and lower. Nice and slow. Lift and lower. So upper body and core. Lift and lower. Keep it under control. Lovely.
4,
Lift,
3, 2,
lower. 5. Some more. Okay, we've got 2 more. So this one we're going to take the legs out wide. Now I'm going to work across to one foot because I'm able to lift that one. We're going to go across to the saw. So I'm going right arm to left foot, or if that's your injured foot, you can go left to right.
2, 1.
We want to go across. So like we would normally do with the saw, we have the arms out, we would normally be sat, but you're going to add in that little lift. So when it comes to working on the other side with the injured leg, you just leave the leg down, but do the reach across with the upper body.
Halfway there.
I'm going to switch, but you would now just reach across. You can reach across to the knee, so you're still taking the body across. But because I haven't got an injured leg, I'm going to do it on the other side. Lift.
4,
3, 2, 1. Lovely. Bring the arms down. So this next one, upper body, a little bit of mobility. We're going to bring the hands up. So we do a lot of this where we rest the chin on the hands. What I want you to do is from here, because we're not, just drop the chin down slightly, we're going to lift, open, bring it back in, come forwards, lift, open, and forward. So you're just getting a little bit of stretch through the spine on that lift forwards. just going to do this for 30 seconds. In and out, forwards. Forwards.
Halfway there.
Okay, now hold it here. Take the hands down and drop down, taking the chin down towards the knee, and then lift back up, bringing the arms up, lift up towards the ceiling, bring the hands together and arch back.
4, 3,
Bring the hands down.
2, 1.
Okay, so just give yourself a little roll through the shoulders. We'll just do one more little step where we just reach into some stretches. So roll the arms forwards, or roll the shoulders forwards. I just want you to bring yourself to the edge of the chair.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Now stretch the leg or legs forwards. And we're going to roll down. But just be really careful not to come off the edge of the chair. Make sure that your chair's got something stable behind it so that it's not going to slide away. Just reaching down as far as you can. Hold it there for a moment. And then roll back up. Lovely. Now you can't actually see my toes, but what I want you to do is rest the heel or heels on the floor and bring the toes, I'll show you something, bring the toes up. So you're flexing the feet and you just get a little bit of a stretch in the lower leg. So you point your toes up towards the ceiling. Sit back into the chair, bring the hands round, clasp the fingers, push forwards, lift up. Take a tilt to one side and back up.
4, 3,
the other way
2, 1.
and back up. Lovely. Bring the arms down. Big circle in and down. I'm just going to switch my lovely music off. And hopefully you'll be able to do all of those with your injury. And thank you very much. Bye.